Finding your passion isn't about luck. It's about purpose. Too many people wait for passion to come knocking. But passion is not found, it's created. You discover it by doing, by failing, by trying again and again. Passion is hidden inside the work you're willing to sweat for, the risks you're willing to take, and the sacrifices you're willing to make. It's not just what excites you. It's what you can't live without doing. If you want to find your passion, start by moving. Don't wait for perfect clarity. Start small. Explore. Learn. Test yourself. Your passion will meet you along the way. And remember, passion without discipline is just a hobby. Passion with persistence becomes your calling. And when you walk in your calling, you don't just live, you inspire. So today, stop waiting. Start searching. And when you find that fire, guard it, fuel it, and let it guide you to greatness. So many people spend their entire lives waiting for passion to magically appear, as if one morning they'll wake up and suddenly know what they were born to do. But that's not how passion works. Passion doesn't fall into your lap. It's something you create through action, through effort, through persistence. The truth is, passion is built over time. It's forged in the fire of consistency. You don't find it by sitting around hoping for inspiration. You discover it by trying, by experimenting, by stepping into the unknown. Think about it. Every master, every leader, every great achiever you admire didn't find passion on day one. They created it. They started somewhere. Small, uncertain, unprepared. And through the process of showing up day after day, that spark grew into a flame. You see, passion isn't always love at first sight. Sometimes it starts as curiosity. Sometimes it starts as struggle. Sometimes it even starts with failure. But when you push through, when you give yourself fully to the work, passion reveals itself. Don't get stuck waiting for clarity, because clarity comes from commitment. Passion is born when you invest your energy into something, when you stick with it long enough to grow, to improve, and to feel that fire inside of you. It's not destiny knocking at your door. It's discipline, persistence, and courage that build it brick by brick. So stop asking, what is my passion? And start asking, what am I willing to work for? What am I willing to sacrifice for? What am I willing to struggle through? Because that's where passion is created. Too many people are waiting for the right moment. Before they start, they wait until they feel ready. They wait until everything lines up perfectly. The right job, the right opportunity, the right timing. But here's the truth. If you wait until you're ready, you'll wait forever. Passion doesn't show up when you're sitting still. Passion reveals itself in motion. You have to move first. You have to take that step, even when you're unsure, even when you're afraid, even when you don't know exactly where it will lead, because clarity doesn't come before action. Clarity comes from action. Think about it. You didn't learn how to ride a bike by reading a manual. You learned by climbing on, wobbling, falling, and trying again. Life works the same way. You don't discover what excites you by sitting on the sidelines. You discover it by being in the arena, by testing yourself, by getting your hands dirty. Action is the doorway to passion. Every time you try something new, every time you put yourself out there, every time you risk failure, you are giving yourself the chance to discover what lights you up. And even if it's not the thing, it brings you one step closer to the thing. Stop overthinking. Stop waiting for the stars to align, because passion is not about waiting, it's about doing. Start small. Start imperfect. Start where you are, with what you have, and with the courage to move. That first step might not feel big, but it's the step that opens the path to everything you're searching for. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is the pathway to success. Every person you admire, Every champion, every leader has failed more times than they've won. But the difference is they didn't let failure stop them. They let it teach them. Too many people let failure define them, when in reality, failure is only meant to refine you. It's not a dead end. It's a detour. Failure is feedback. It's life's way of showing you what doesn't work so you can discover what does. Think about it. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team before becoming one of the greatest to ever play the game. Denzel Washington himself has said he failed big before he succeeded big. That's the pattern. You fall, you rise, you fall again, and you keep moving forward. The truth is, if you're afraid to fail, you'll never truly live, because failure is proof that you tried, proof that you had the courage to step out of your comfort zone. And every time you fail, you grow. You gain wisdom, resilience, strength, the very qualities that build passion and purpose. Don't run from failure, run through it. Don't be ashamed of it. Be proud of it. Because failure means you're in the game. It means you're moving. It means you're daring to chase something bigger than yourself. So the next time you fail, don't ask, why me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Because failure isn't there to break you. It's there to build you. If you truly want to know what your passion is, ask yourself this question: what am I willing to sacrifice for? Because passion is not proven by excitement. It's proven by sacrifice. Anyone can be passionate when things are easy. Anyone can feel motivated when the road is smooth. But real passion shows up when it costs you something. When you're willing to wake up early, stay up late, miss out on comfort, and still push forward. That's when you know it's real. Think about it. Every great achievement, every dream fulfilled came with a price. Athletes sacrifice years of practice, sweat, and pain before they ever taste victory. Entrepreneurs sacrifice security, sleep, and comfort to build something that lasts. Artists sacrifice time, energy, and even relationships in pursuit of their craft. Passion is not just about what lights you up, it's about what you refuse to give up, even when it's hard. Sacrifice reveals what you value. If you're not willing to sacrifice for it, it's not your passion. It's just a hobby. Passion demands commitment. It asks, what are you willing to lose now so you can win later? Because here's the truth: passion without sacrifice is shallow. But passion backed by sacrifice is unshakable. When you're willing to give up comfort for growth, convenience for greatness, and excuses for excellence, that's when passion transforms from a feeling into a fire that can't be put out. So if you want to test your passion, look at your sacrifices. Look at what you're willing to endure, because your sacrifices are the receipts. They prove your passion is real. Passion can start the fire, but discipline keeps it burning. Passion might get you excited, but discipline gets you results. Too many people rely on passion alone, on that rush of energy, that burst of motivation. But passion without discipline fades. It burns bright for a moment, and then it burns out. Discipline is what keeps you moving when the feeling is gone. It's what makes you show up on the days you don't feel like it. It's what carries you through when passion feels distant, when life gets heavy, when obstacles get in the way. Passion may start the journey, but discipline is the engine that keeps you going. Think about it. The greatest athletes don't always feel like training. The most successful leaders don't always feel like working, but they do it anyway. Not because they're always passionate in the moment, but because they're disciplined. They understand that passion is fueled by consistency, and consistency is built on discipline. Passion makes you dream. Discipline makes you do. Passion whispers, I want this. Discipline answers, I'll work for it every single day. Passion gives you inspiration. Discipline gives you transformation. And here's the truth: discipline is not glamorous. It's repetitive. It's uncomfortable. It's sacrifice stacked on sacrifice. But it's also powerful, because every act of discipline strengthens your passion. Every small step, every daily habit, every choice to stay committed when it's easier to quit, that's where passion grows deeper roots. Passion will get you started, but discipline ensures you finish. Passion is the spark, but discipline is the fuel that keeps the flame alive for a lifetime. Passion by itself can give you energy, but when passion connects with purpose, it gives you direction. Passion is the fire, but purpose is the compass. Passion is what excites you, but purpose is what sustains you. When the two meet, you stop just living. You start truly leading your life. Some people chase passion without purpose. They jump from one thing to the next, fueled by excitement but lacking direction. They burn out because passion alone isn't enough. Passion has to be tied to something greater, something that impacts not just you, but the world around you. That's where purpose comes in. Purpose asks the deeper questions: why am I here? What difference can I make? How can I use my gifts to serve others? When you align your passion with those answers, you find fulfillment that money, fame, or recognition can't buy. Think about it. Every great leader, every great innovator, every great creator didn't just chase what they loved. They connected it to a mission bigger than themselves. Martin Luther King Jr. had passion for justice, but his purpose was equality. Steve Jobs had passion for technology, but his purpose was changing the way people live and communicate. Denzel Washington himself says, "True desire in the heart, that it you have is God's proof sent beforehand that it's yours already." That desire is passion, but the reason behind it, that's purpose. Passion gives you joy. Purpose gives you meaning. Passion wakes you up in the morning. Purpose keeps you awake at night, thinking about how you can use your life to make an impact. And here's the beauty. When passion and purpose align, your work stops feeling like work. Your grind feels like growth. Your struggle feels like sacrifice for something meaningful. You stop asking, "Do I have to?" And you start saying, "I get to." Because passion may give you the drive, but purpose gives you the destination. Together, they create a life that's not just successful, but significant. Passion is not just about you. It's about the people who see you living it. When you walk in your passion, you light a fire that others can feel. Your energy becomes contagious. Your commitment becomes an example. Your life becomes a message louder than any speech you could ever give. Think about it when you see someone completely immersed in what they love, whether it's an athlete on the court, an artist on the stage, a teacher in the classroom, or a leader in their community. You can feel their passion. It moves you. It makes you believe in what's possible. That's the power of passion. It inspires others to search for their own. You may not even realize it, but when you chase your passion with everything inside you, you're giving other people permission to do the same. You're showing them that it's possible to step out of fear, to leave comfort behind, to live a life that matters. People don't just learn from your success, they learn from your effort, from your discipline, from your persistence. Passion has a ripple effect. It spreads. One person's courage to live with passion can spark a movement, change a family, shift a community, even impact the world. And here's the truth. The world doesn't need more people playing small, hiding their fire, waiting for permission. The world needs more people unafraid to show their passion, to live it boldly, to shine so brightly that others can find their own light. So never think your passion is just for you. It's bigger than you. because someone out there is watching you. Someone is learning from you. Someone is being inspired by the way you refuse to quit, by the way you chase what matters, by the way you keep going even when it's hard. Passion isn't selfish, it's service. When you live in your passion, you're not only fulfilling your own purpose, you're also guiding others to theirs. So hear me today. Passion is not something you wait for, it's something you create. It's built through action, through failure, through sacrifice, through discipline, and through aligning with your purpose. And when you live it out loud, you don't just change your life, you change the lives of everyone who sees you. The question is not, do you have passion? The question is, what will you do with it? Because the world doesn't need more people waiting for permission. The world needs more people who are bold enough to live their passion, who are disciplined enough to keep going, and who are courageous enough to inspire others along the way. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for the perfect sign. The time is now. The sign is you. Step into your passion. Live it fully. And let the world feel the fire that only you can bring.